Welcome to day 6 of 21 days to self-care. This is Tarika. After the first 5 days, you've done some meditation, relaxation, creative responses, you've made some lists, you've done some creative writing and journaling, and you've explored how important self-care is to you. Today's a bit different because today we're going to express the barriers or how you get stuck when you want to nurture yourself. Maybe you faced some of these barriers when you've written about your heroine or your hero. Maybe you battled them to death. Or maybe the critic brought up barriers to your self-care each day and tried to encourage you to resist change. Whatever obstacles have surfaced, today we're going to give that experience recognition. We're going to acknowledge and shine hot and squint-worthy stage lighting on that negativity. It's really hard to survive when you're on a stage that the lights are shining down on you. There is no darkness there. So when we try to acknowledge an experience, we have taken the steps towards half the battle of change. Once we acknowledge our emotions or thoughts and say, yes, I feel like this, or yes, I'm thinking that, it's much easier to let it go if it's unfavorable, or enjoy and celebrate if it is positive. You know how gratitude works. So when we're uncomfortable, we humans tend to think complaining will make discomfort disappear, and this may be partially correct. If we offload our heart to somebody, tell somebody our problems, it seems to take the weight off our shoulders, at least temporarily. However, if we talk to someone who listens deeply, does not judge, empathizes with us, and shows us compassion, we feel honored and heard. So why am I bringing that up? Because your activities are training you how to be that person who listens deeply to you, does not judge, empathizes, and shows compassion. Especially when you're doing these creative activities, it might be easy to judge, but somehow you're suspending that. Otherwise, you won't keep going. So when we get our experience fed back to us in a way that helps us acknowledge whatever's been going on, that's an even higher experience. And when we can acknowledge a state, it no longer has the same power to keep us stuck in a thought or emotion. So today's activity is to create a comedy to dramatize your resistance or whatever is holding you back from realizing a sustainable self-care routine. The drama, I'm choosing comedy because it makes everything simple. And if you'd like to use a soundtrack, it could make it quite hilarious. We want your inner critic to be disabled by laughter, but you might like to choose a genre within comedy. You might like zombie comedy or horror comedy, psycho thriller comedy, sci-fi, or rom-com. So if you need to choose some music to go with your comedy drama, you might like to do that right now before we start. Or if you think you've got a good idea of what you'd like to use and it won't take long, you can keep going here. Thinking about a problem and amplifying it, making it even bigger than it is, creates this intriguing trick in the brain and mind to bring in the opposite. So if you have cold feet and you think about immersing them in ice cold water, they actually become warm. It's no joke. I even tried it last night. So give it a try. Give this process a try. You might need to be patient, but you may usher in all sorts of goodness when you stay with the challenge. of being able to sustain self-care in the way that you want to. It's not a guarantee that things will be like a fairy waved her magic wand and everything's perfect, but the process helps on different levels to create a door to change. We need doors to change because sometimes it seems like they don't exist, or the door is locked, or it's stuck, or it opens but it's really hard to open. So you get the picture. We're creating new options by trying new things. Even if you had a good self-care routine, this might allow you to try new adventures and create longer-term plans for self-care. So let's go to the grounding process and meditation. I learned a few new techniques this week, so we can use them to create a grounded body before doing our orientation to the drama activity. And because drama is kind of physical, I thought we'd choose a more physical meditation thingy. So we'll do our meditation thingy now. Start by noticing what's happening in your body, in your shoulders, in your neck, in your head, in your chest. Take a breath, notice your breath, and rate yourself 1 to 100 on the chaos to calm or the calm to chaos scale. 1 is complete calm and 100 is complete chaos. When you're ready, we're going to do some physical activity again, so you can keep your eyes open to keep safe. Stand up and slowly bend forward as far as comfortable. So this isn't a yoga posture. You don't have to put your hands on the ground or touch your toes unless that's normal for you. We just want you to bend forward, a simple action of bringing blood to the brain. So when you're bent forward, notice your breath, notice your head, notice your neck, and release any tension while you're down there. Release tension in your hips. You can bend your knees a little bit if you want to. And just try to relax. Noticing your breath. Noticing the way your body is, arms down, blood running to your hands, blood running to your head. So slowly fold upwards, vertebrae by vertebrae. Don't want to hurt your back. Fold all the way up. Pull your shoulders back. And notice your body again. So you can sit down now if you like, or keep standing. And we're going to squeeze our arms from shoulder to hand and back again. So start at the top of your right arm and firmly squeeze all the muscles on the top part of your arm. You can feel your muscles there. And do this mindfully. Notice the touch of your fingers and your palm onto your arm. Come to the elbow. Keep the firmness and make it a comforting and kind touch. Notice your hand, your pressure against your arm, kind and gentle, a friendly press. You can say something to your arm like, "You are my arm. You help me in so many ways. Thank you." And when we've gone right down to the hand, we can work our way up again. Thank you, arm. Thank you, elbow. Thank you, upper arm. Now we can move to the left arm, on the top of the arm. That nice big muscle there helps us carry everything. Do it mindfully. Each press is a mindful action, acknowledging our body as a helper to get us where we want to go and do what we want to do or need to do. So when you get down to the hand, press it. Take a little look at your hands as you do it. It's kind of a strange thing. We don't observe ourselves very much during the day. So working back from the wrist, the inner and outer side of the arm, to the elbow, the upper part of our arm. Might feel a few knots in there. Nice firm press, a thank you press, a presence press. So notice how you're feeling. And we'll do a third action. So we're going to put pressure on our head. So we're going to press our heads with our hands, starting at the top of the head near the hairline. Press firmly and think kind thoughts, letting the head and what is inside know that you are really grateful for their help every day. So you can use your fingertips or your palms and your fingers flat. It's up to you. So work your way from the front to the back. Just acknowledging your head as being very helpful every day. The brain for providing so many things automatically without you having to think. So press down your neck a little bit at the back. And just pass out any or press out any tension there. You could press a little bit under your ears on your neck. Take a breath. Let out any tension. And rate yourself on your calm to chaos scale from 1 to 100. Now you can sit or lie down and prepare for the orientation to your drama activity. Breath in and out. Closing your eyes. Noticing your body and how it feels after you gave it some tender, loving care and positive thoughts. Notice your breath and slowly sink into your body, relaxing and smiling slightly. Your self-care is a script that you can write. Your self-care can be enacted on the stage of your life, and in that play there are goodies and baddies. Today we're going to take a sneaky peek at the obstacles to the goodie getting the prize of self-care. In a light way, think about the obstacles to your self-care. Invite them onto the stage, and you are the director, the person who has all the control. You have the power to decide who gets to be part of the drama. When an obstacle comes onto the stage, so you're going to personify them one at a time and allow them to state their reason for being an obstacle. Let them create a case for being on the stage. What part do they play in helping you to your goal of optimum self-care? They may have a valid reason and be part of your coping strategies for other things that keep you safe, but they have invited themselves to a part of the play of self-care that doesn't necessarily fit. What attributes will you give the obstacle? What kind of character will they be? How will you entertain them? Or will you let them entertain you and your audience? So play around with being the director and the all-knowing one in control of this play. Who is standing with you as your comedy comrade? Maybe you've got John Cleese or Mr. Bean or Russell Brand or Trevor Noah or Hannah Gatsby, whoever you'd like. You can have them standing by your side, advocating for your choices and helping you have a good laugh. And what are your obstacles wearing? Think about all the details. What theatre are you in? What's the lighting like? What are the smells? What are the sounds? What kind of voices do your obstacles have? What taste is in your mouth? Maybe you've just been chewing some gum, or maybe you've just had lunch with your comedy partner. So I want you to contemplate your characters and their audition to your self-care box office hit. So when you're ready, feel your fingers and feel your toes. Notice any sounds in the room. Notice any sounds outside. Notice your breath. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Now you're ready to take on the role of your obstacles. And I want you to play the part of them. Speak what the obstacles would speak. But they are funny. And if you put some music behind you, it will enhance the performance. So just choose maybe 3 obstacles and work on giving them a voice. And what would they say to convince you that they should be part of your show? Then when you finish that, write in your journal about the experience. Thanks a lot for trusting me, and I hope you have a really fun time. See you tomorrow.